Princess Leonor of Spain is one of the youngest straight winners of a billionaire empire in the world. Being the eldest child of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, she is anticipated to rise to the Spanish monarchy upon her father. Would you like to take a look at how she lives when she has access to the monarchy's billion-dollar fortune? Welcome back to The Wealthiest, where you will learn the ins and outs of the world's elite, how they live, and how they spend their accumulated wealth. Let's get started. The Infanta Leonor de Borbón y Ortiz, the future Princess Leonor, was born on October 31, 2005. Her parents are Their Majesties King Felipe VI of Spain and Queen Letizia. Felipe, often known as the Prince of Asturias, was the Crown Prince of Spain at the time Leonor was born. Princess Leonor shares with Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II the unique distinction among European heirs to the throne of being alive contemporaneously with both the current sovereign and the former, due to the circumstances under which her father came to reign. Trouble in paradise. A large portion of Leonor's task is already waiting for her since she needs to resolve the issues her grandpa, King Juan Carlos, created. The former monarch resigned his throne in 2014 after an array of issues that started in 2012. This has been termed the elephant curse by many. It all began when he took his mistress, Corinna Zu Sain Wittgenstein, on a hunting vacation and safari cruise in remote Botswana. King Juan Carlos, the honorary president of the World Wildlife Federation branch in Spain, had shot it to death. The fact that the trip was taken during a period when Spain was experiencing a global recession. Due to the lack of Spanish diplomatic representation in Botswana, the president was completely away from his official responsibilities throughout the trip. When he emerged from the hospital for his first public appearance, he was questioned about his health. However, his first comments were, "I'm sorry, I made a mistake and it won't happen again." This era of pressure never completely subsided, and the king was forced to abdicate his throne in the end. Currently, King Felipe is working to restore the monarchy's honorific standing by promoting the values of integrity, openness, and transparency. Princess Leonor is not free from this since she frequently represents the monarchy favorably through public appearances, as well as official engagements. Now let's take a look at the next important aspect about the princess. Education. Princess Leonor is presently enrolled in UWC Atlantic College in Glamorgan, Wales, for a 2-year international baccalaureate program. She went to Santa Maria de los Rosales, a public school in Madrid, before leaving to pursue her studies overseas. On the first day of school, the princess was pictured hand in hand with the king and queen. She now attends a school in faraway Wales with students from all over the world and even shares a dorm room with another 3 girls. Though this is undoubtedly quite a contrast from her life in Spain, her parents and the Royal Kingdom's government have made the decision that she should receive the best educational experience possible in order to be ready for the future. Her educational expenses range from $92 to $110,000. The school features state-of-the-art facilities, including assembly rooms, various food halls, regular classrooms, and even an indoor pool. In addition, every dorm features living quarters, neat and tidy bathrooms, pleasant study places, as well as a private outdoor theater. Despite having a lot of responsibilities, Princess Leonor enjoys a fun and active life at the school. Students can showcase their talents and enjoy entertainment in a peaceful and relaxed environment by participating in theatrical performances and musical activities organized by the school. Since her life in college is kept hidden, we'll have to speculate as to which one the princess selects. There are other princesses at the school except her. Moving on. Military training. Princess Leonor will be expected to complete a mandatory 3-year military training program following her education in Wales. This is in accordance with the regulation, which requires all parliamentary monarchies to have a military career and complete extensive military training. She will lead the Spanish Armed Forces as Commander-in-Chief after coming to the throne. Apart from her military education, further measures are being implemented to get ready for her rule. Among them is the participation of females in the military. Similar to her father, King Felipe, she has her military training set to begin before her college education. She will first spend a year at the Army Military Academy in Zaragoza before moving on to naval school as part of her military training. She will sail the Juan Sebastian Elcano training Talshap as part of her Navy training. The General Air Academy will host the final stage. Following her rigorous 3-year program, she will enroll in college. Her chosen field of study is still up in the air, although it's probably international relations. Similar to her father, toddler, this will assist her in comprehending how to do her royal duties while interacting with individuals and governments at varying levels of authority. For a 17-year-old, this is a huge responsibility. Yet she does it with grace. Princess Leonor has demonstrated that she is prepared to defend her nation at any moment. So far, she has been exemplary in both her behavior and attitude. Palaces. It is well known that King Felipe and Princess Letizia safeguard their kids from harm and keep their private lives hidden from the general world. Thus, it's possible that we'll never see an image of it. But there is nothing to worry about. We carry some knowledge regarding the Royal Palace of Madrid, one of the royal homes of the Spanish monarchy. It serves as the Spanish royal family's official Madrid residence. It is situated close to the Royal Opera House and Plaza de Oriente in the heart of the city. King Felipe V gave the order to start building the royal palace in Madrid, which had been completed in 1764. Spanning about 1 million square feet, the palace boasts over 3,400 rooms, making it one of the biggest royal residences in Europe. It has been well known for numerous decades for its enchanting and historic Baroque architecture. There are various interesting elements of its exterior. Beautiful sculptures, tapestries, frescoes, and artwork fill the palace's interior. Presently, official ceremonies and state events are held at Madrid's Royal Palace. In addition, guided tours are available for the general public, allowing guests to take in the stunning architecture and discover its extensive history. Because of its size, there are occasionally changes made to the tourist routes. Only a few rooms are accessible at a time via each path. Beautifully painted murals decorate the walls and ceiling of the King Charles III rooms, one of the residence's most remarkable areas. Viewing is also permitted in the Royal Chapel, which features exquisite ceiling paintings. This is also where King Felipe's proclamation speech is stored, and it is also probably where Princess Leonor's proclamation speech will be kept. A special relationship with her sibling. When King Felipe and Queen Letizia gave birth to their second child in 2007, Leonor gained the title of Big Sister. Despite the 2 years that separate Princess Leonor and her sister, Infanta Sofia, they appear to be supportive of one another and inseparable. The relationship between the two sisters is frequently a source of confusion for many, as Sofia does not hold the title of princess. But this is solely because of the differences in the Spanish monarchy. In contrast to other monarchs, only the successors of a parent are referred to as prince or princess in Spain. The other royal offspring will be referred to as infante or infanta, depending on gender. They worked together to complete the tree planting initiative as their first formal activity in 2021. They became involved in the A Tree for Europe campaign, a European project that entails establishing beach walkways among 300-year-old trees in a forest. They joined roughly 30 of their peers, dressed in matching jeans, t-shirts, and sneakers. The sisters were spotted holding hands during the Princess of Asturias Awards in 2022. Royal supporters were extremely moved by this tender act of love, and many shared their opinions on social media, stating that the sisters had a unique link that would be advantageous for the monarchy's future. The pavilion. When King Felipe was still a prince in 1999, the house was constructed for him. He moved there in 2002, and it was expected to move into the Zarzuela Palace upon his becoming king in 2014. He did, however, decide to stay in the pavilion home next to the main castle. Princess Leonor has plenty of space to live happily and develop into the heir-apparent role, with her 11 bedrooms, 9 baths, swimming pool, meeting room, and offices. The 2 stories of the home have various functions that are necessary for smooth operation. The first is for official occasions and inviting visitors, and the second is for personal residences. Frequently observed at Zarzuela Palace, King Felipe handles administrative tasks for the royal offices. Princess Leonor will also have authority over the Zarzuela Palace as soon as she moves up to the Spanish throne. Although the royal family hasn't always shared photos of the interior of the palace building, there are some occasions that captured the appearance of the palace in photographs. The Spanish royal family has homes throughout Spain, just like other monarchs do. The Alcazar of Seville in Andalusia, the Palma de Mallorca summer house, and the Albéniz Palace in Barcelona, Catalonia, are a few among them. It's surprising to learn that the royal family has no other global records for opulent homes. It is anticipated that Princess Leonor will follow in their footsteps by handling the kingdom's finances wisely. Royal titles and significant events. Every year on October 31st, Princess Leonor celebrates her birthday and eventually looks forward to spending the day with her family. She presently holds a number of titles, including Duchess of Montblanc, Countess of Cervara, Lady of Balaguer, Princess of Viana, and Princess of Girona, in addition to being the expected successor to the crown. Since Leonor is also the presumed heir, the title of Princess of Asturias is immediately placed upon her. King Felipe made his 50th birthday party even more spectacular by giving his princess the Order of the Golden Fleece as a token of honor for her future duties and responsibilities. At the age of 12, she was presented with an extremely rare and much-desired national distinction that had only been bestowed upon 4 other women before her. Although she received this honorary order in 2015, it was formally presented to her in 2018. Unsurprisingly, the following year she started to carry out increasingly important tasks, making her royal speech launch at the age of 13. It was her birthday as well as the Cervantes Institute in Madrid's 40th anniversary of the Spanish Constitution. To the cheers of everyone in attendance, she gave a well-prepared speech. She began by reading the first of La Carta Magna's 169 articles, which were enacted into law in 1978. She also performed her first major royal assignment almost a year later at the Princess of Asturias Awards. The Campo Amor Theater in Oviedo hosted the award ceremony, which held her title. Her first official visit to the Cervantes Institute in Madrid, this time without her parents, was when she was 15 years old. Princess Leonor displayed a copy of the Spanish Constitution. Princess Leonor of Spain, bearing the responsibilities of history and the aspirations of a people, represents the tradition of Spanish royalty. Her commitment to her future duty as the Queen of Spain is evident in her public personality, military training, and schooling. As she develops further and assumes greater responsibility, the world waits to see what her incredible adventure will bring next. There is a unique relationship between Princess Leonor's first solo engagement and her first speech in public. Its unique relationship was emphasized in the statement released by the Spanish royal court announcing the Princess of Asturias' first solo engagement in March 2021. The message was translated as follows: "In her first solo activity, and as a symbolic act, the Princess of Asturias will deposit in the Caja de las Letras the copy of the Constitution that she read on October 31, 2018, and the copy of Don Quixote, whose reading she shared on April 23, 2020, with the Infanta Sofia." Princess Leonor joined her father in 2021 in presenting civilian prizes to frontline employees. During her 13th birthday year, Princess Leonor attended further formal public events. For instance, according to Just Jared Jr., she assisted her father Felipe on June 19, 2019, when he presented honors in connection with the Order of Civil Merit ceremony. The Order of Civil Merit was established on June 25, 1926, by King Alfonso XIII, the great-great-grandfather of Princess Leonor, with the goal of honoring and rewarding public personnel who have dedicated their lives to serving the country. These days, in addition to non-Spanish nationals serving Spain, the order has been expanded to include Spanish nationals who have made significant contributions to the country through extraordinary works, beneficial initiatives, or exemplary constancy in the fulfillment of their duties, but who are not necessarily public servants. The fact that His Majesty the King is the order's Grand Master, and that all honors are conferred in his name, is what matters most in this case. Therefore, it appears that Princess Leonor is getting ready for her own role as the order's next Grand Master by helping her father with these honors. Princess Leonor was present at the Order of Civil Merit ceremony in 2021 once more. According to Think Spain, the award ceremony's main focus was on honoring the frontline workers' accomplishments during the COVID-19 pandemic. In addition to healthcare professionals, recipients included manufacturers, food producers, and transport and distribution drivers. Princess Leonor had to deal with continuous criticism for her grandfather's banishment. The future Queen of Spain, according to King Felipe, will have lots of challenges and responsibilities to face, all important and difficult, when he bestowed the Order of the Golden Fleece on Princess Leonor in 2018. As Leonor grows older and becomes more involved in the royal family, it seems as though she has already started to face some of those difficulties directly. According to AP News, Princess Leonor, like her father, has had to cope with continuous criticism about the political and financial problems that contributed to Juan Carlos's 2014 abdication. Princess Leonor and Queen Elizabeth are unquestionably similar. Princess Elizabeth of York's uncle, King Edward VIII, abdicated the British monarchy in 1936 at the age of 10, leaving him without any legal heirs. According to Time and Britannica, Prince Albert of York, Edward's younger brother, succeeded to the throne in the sequence of succession. From that point on, he was known as King George VI. Princess Elizabeth became the heir evident because George VI was her father, while Princess Margaret, the more sociable and pleasant of the two, watched with what some may describe as jealousy. In 2014, at the age of 8, Infanta Leonor's grandfather, King Juan Carlos, gave up his throne to his son Felipe. Leonor was then, like Elizabeth, powered into her new position as the crown princess and daughter of the monarch. According to Royal Central, Leonor is the more reserved of the two sisters, just like Elizabeth. The similarities between Queen Elizabeth II's and Leonor's journey to the throne are interesting. During school breaks, Princess Leonor attends royal events. Leonor, the eldest child and heir to the Spanish crown, is going to Wales to complete her elementary education, as stated by her parents in 2021. According to radio station RTVE, Leonor is leaving Spain, like her grandfather. This headline, which was later removed, appeared to draw a comparison between Leonor's expulsion from her grandfather's political exile in Abu Dhabi and her being sent to school in Wales. Subsequently, the radio station expressed regret for the provocative, bogus news. Leonor gets along well with her family and attends royal events whenever she gets home from school, while Juan Carlos purposefully kept a distance from Spain and the royal family in order to protect his son Felipe's reputation. For instance, Princess Leonor carried out her second solo royal engagement on April 20th, 2022, while she was at home for Easter vacation. I hope our insight into the ultra-luxurious life of Princess Leonor might make you more knowledgeable about the future of Spain. If you like our video, please leave a comment letting us know what you liked and why. And be sure to subscribe to our channel to show your support and not miss any upcoming content. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. Until then, dream big and shoot for the stars.